So, you just picked up Hell Let Loose and you want to jump in and start playing, but you're a little intimidated. What if you do something wrong? What if you piss off the veterans? What if everyone yells at you? I got you, fam. In this video, I'm gonna break down 5 things you should avoid doing at all costs if you want to hit the ground running in Hell Let Loose. Number 1. Not communicating. Hell Let Loose is a game that asks 50 players to work together as one in order to control more territory than the other team of 50 players. The left hand has to be talking to the right hand, and the left foot, and the right elbow, and the left ear, and you get it. Working together effectively requires communication.
Is that your ping? What you got?
Dude was walking there. Don't know if I got him.
Okay.
Yeah, but SoulSniper, I have no idea what to say. That's totally fine. The Hell Let Loose player base is actually the most chill and welcoming gaming community I've ever experienced. Just let your squad know that you're new to the game and that you're willing to listen and learn.
I'm kind of new, but I can do it. What do I need to do? Go support?
Yeah, thanks, man. Actually, you go to engineer, take out your wrench, and then if you scroll down, there's 3 different types of nodes, and you can build all 3 sets of them if you have enough supplies.
Remember, every gristled veteran out there went through the same learning curve, so any newcomer who's willing to learn the ropes and isn't just focused on their kill-to-death ratio is a breath of fresh air for these vets. So listen to what your squad is saying and do your best to stick with them and support whatever it is they're trying to do. If you're not sure what you should be doing, just ask your squad mates. They'll give you direction and find a role for you to fill. Now, if you really want to impress the veterans and you've got some time on your hands, go ahead and binge watch all of my video tutorials and you'll have a massive head start right out of the gate. You can find a link to my tutorial playlists in the video description below. From Rifleman all the way up to Commander, I have guides for every infantry role in the game, so no matter which one you decide to start with, I've got you covered. In fact, you might as well just subscribe now because I got plenty more content on the way that you're not going to want to miss. Number 2, not bothering to learn the game mechanics and game modes. Hell Let Loose has a steep learning curve, especially if you come from more casual games like Battlefield or Call of Duty. There's a chain of command, logistics, player-built spawns, classes with unique abilities, and lots of other little quirks along the way that you're going to need to learn in order to be an effective player. If you have no intention of learning any of these things, then, well, this probably isn't the game for you. As a veteran squad leader myself, I can tell you from experience how frustrating it can be when half your squad runs off on their own looking for kills while being completely oblivious to how to actually win the game.
Frag out. Got him. I got him. Push in on the garrison. I'll get the supplies. Good job, dude.
You see, there's 2 different game modes, Warfare and Offensive, and neither of them are Team Deathmatch. Both game modes are entirely based on territory control, but with some important differences. It's crucial that you learn these differences so that you understand how to win in either game mode. And that's why you need to watch my Understanding Warfare versus Offensive video, as it breaks it all down for you. You can find a link to that video down below in the video description, so be sure to check that one out. Number 3, solo locking squads. Ah yes, the classic go-to move of the newcomer who's too impatient to wait for a squad to be created but doesn't know how or simply doesn't want to play squad leader themselves. What do? They create their own locked squad, of course. That way they can jump right into the action but don't actually have to lead a squad because hey, it's locked and nobody can join it anyway. Oh, or better yet are the players who create a locked armor squad so they can roll out in that big beautiful Tiger tank as a one-man tank crew while there's a full tank of veterans who could have actually used it effectively and to its full potential. Either of these options are a fantastic way to piss off your teammates mighty quick. As a matter of fact, many servers even have rules against these very things, my server included, so it's also an excellent way to get yourself kicked from the game. In general, always read the server rules and don't create locked squads unless you plan to let people in them and actually play the squad leader role. Oh, and here's a bonus tip. Don't squad bait. Squad baiting is when you create an unlocked squad, then as soon as someone else joins your squad, you leave and rejoin as another role. This just isn't cool because it leaves your squad without a squad leader, which means there's nobody putting down outposts for your squad to spawn on. This then in turn makes the veteran players feel obligated to switch to the squad leader role to get your squad out of the mess you just created. So please don't be that guy. In fact, if you're new to the game, you should really probably avoid creating your own squad altogether. I recommend sticking to roles like Rifleman.
Got him.
Nice.
Assault,
Tank is satchel.
Nice.
Automatic rifleman, and machine gunner when first starting out. Number 4. Taking the squad leader or commander role. The squad leader role requires a certain level of game knowledge that new players simply don't have yet when playing their first games. Because this role impacts the rest of your squad such a great deal, it's a bad idea to take this role before you know what you're doing. You'll have an entire squad relying on you to keep them in good attacking or defending position by placing down outposts, as well as providing them with an overall direction and battle strategy.
OP's up, and I put down a garrison as well.
And if that's not enough to stress you out as a new player, you'll also be expected to take orders from your commander, like locating the supplies they just airdropped and building a garrison, which is a spawn point for your entire team.
Can you build that garrison on place garrison marker, please?
And the commander role is an even worse role for new players to take, as you're overseeing and coordinating the battle strategy for an entire team of 50 players. Bet your ass they're going to expect you to know exactly what you're doing, and put all the blame on you if things start to go south. Now that doesn't mean you can't quickly learn to become proficient at these roles if you put in the time and effort. The best place to get started is right here on my channel. You can find links to my squad leader and commander video guides down below if you're ready to master these roles. Number 5. Take trucks for your own personal use. There are two types of trucks in Hell Let Loose: supply trucks and transport trucks, and neither of these are there to be your own personal war vehicle. Transport trucks should be used to carry large quantities of troops to the front line. Taking a transport truck by yourself, especially at the start of the game, leaves everyone else without transportation, so it's just a dick move. Supply trucks are even more important to your team because they carry the supplies your squad leaders and commanders need to build garrisons, which are essential to winning the game. Supply trucks are also often used by engineers who need those supplies to build resource nodes which generate fuel, munitions, and manpower that your commander needs in order to use his abilities like recon planes, bombing runs, precision strikes, spawning tanks, and more.
Nice kill, tank is dead.
And besides that, the trucks in Hell Let Loose are clunky as hell to drive and easy to get stuck if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So not only are you going to piss off your teammates by taking the truck, but you'll more than likely get it stuck in a ditch or a trench and completely waste it, which only makes things worse. So overall, it's best to avoid driving trucks when you're new to the game. Now if you do insist on taking a transport truck, at least wait for a few teammates to jump in before you take off. Alright, so there you have it, short and sweet, 5 things to avoid when new to Hell Let Loose. Of course, this is by no means an exhaustive list, but those are some of the major ones to avoid if you don't want experienced players rolling their eyes at you. If you're on PC and looking for a server that welcomes new players, come join us on SoulSniper's Soldiers of Fortune. We'd be happy to host you and show you the ropes in-game, as well as answer any questions you have in our Discord. You can find a link to the Discord down in the video description. If you found this video useful, do me a quick favor and hit the like button below, and then check out all these other videos that'll help you with the learning curve and have you whipping ass in no time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.